for your team builder teams. As you know, on TikTok, I've done a ton of team builder stuff, breaking them down, and a ton of stuff on there. Have a Discord. People submit, we bounce ideas back and forth off each other. That's where all of these are from. They're submitted to the Discord. So let's go ahead and dive into these and rate your teams. For grading, on TikTok, I do out of 10, but on here, we're going to go out of 5. There's 5 subcategories. We got helmets, unis, continuity and branding, creativity, because we always love to promote creativity, which can make up for other places for people who love to go all out there, because there's multiple different tastes of doing team builder. I'm a retro guy myself, and then we also have stadium and field is in together as one. So all of these will be graded on a scale. The subcategories from 0.1 to 1, if that makes sense. So technically it's a grade of 50, but I have it set up because I have a little motion graphic with stars that go from 1 to 5. I wanted to give you a good look. First up, we got Theme RKQ's Vermont Woodpeckers. He doesn't have graphics. Not everyone has to have graphics. If your team builder is good or it's fun and you think it's good, you can submit it without graphics. We just need the details. But I'm guessing this is the home uniform. Absolutely beautiful. Baby blue and red, you can't go wrong. I love the interlocking letters right there on the UV. Stripes a little big on the helmet, but I love the face mask right there. Under Armour fits really well as a brand for this team. It meshes well, especially with the jersey. Doing the stripes on the side, as we can see also on the home, leaving the inner stripe open. So it's just a different look of a stripe. I like that. On the chest, the UV is really good there. Solid on the pants right here on this away. I love the look of having no stripes. Let that blue plop up top and the red dominate down low. And then this is sick. That red helmet with the woodpecker logo is really nice. Clear, crisp bird with the chrome finish on the logo. Looks fantastic, especially with the stripe on this helmet. I think the stripe's too thick on the other helmets, but with this one, this helmet works perfect because of the logo. It just matches perfectly with that woodpecker logo. You got the black on the outside, and then the blue coming down from the beak into the red, just like you do on the stripe right there. These are magnificent. I like how you let the pants just be very basic and let the upper part of the uniform do the work. Sometimes simple is best, and this is a very good showcase of that in this scenario. We got the away uniform, or not the away, I'm guessing this is the white alt, or possibly away, since we don't have a graphic. Clean. Clear, crisp, clean. The field, I am now noticing, I didn't pay attention to it, is a color field, which I am not a fan of, but I don't hate when people do it. If you want to do it, it's your team builder team. However, I don't like them, but with this team, it can work. That doesn't mean it doesn't look good just because I don't like it, because there are plenty that look fantastic. It's just not my cup of tea. All right, now we got the alt baby blue chrome or metallic right there. No, it's matte. It's a matte helmet. With that woodpecker, looks awesome. His wing coming out. You really get to see it stand out with the contrast on the helmet there. Black jersey. I don't like it. It kind of swallows up the brightness of those colors, but it really lets the helmet pop there on this black jersey. For helmets on here with the woodpeckers, I'm going to give it a solid, I'm going to give it a 0.5. Actually, no, I'm going to give it a 0.6 because I really love what you did with the alternate helmets. I really think those stood out, and I liked the simplicity of the main uniforms. So we'll go with a 0.6. Uniforms overall, it could be better. It would be fun to maybe see some wings kind of played in somewhere. However, I am a fan of, like I said, simple is better. But I just know, looking at it from a broader perspective for other people, they would love for like that woodpecker wing that you had coming out on the helmet. Maybe if we could clip that off of an image or screenshot it, get rid of the background, put those on the wings, kind of like that old Oregon look or something kind of like that. That could be fun. That's a good idea to use. But honestly, I kind of prefer this. For uniforms, I'm going to give you a 0.5. And I'm not trying to be harsh here with grades. It's just I really want to set a standard for, like, if I give a 0.9 or a 1 on any of these, like, that makes my jaw drop. This team is fantastic. And obviously this is all subjective. I'm going to move on to continuity and branding. You nailed it with this one. Continuity and branding is fantastic. We got Vermont on all of these. The home uniforms, the main sets, very much look in terms of branding like it could be a real team. And I love the chest logo. You got a solid 7. This one isn't as, it's all subjective, like I said, but you did a very good job of making this team look like it could be a realistic team. So we're going to give you a 0.7 there. And then we move to creativity. Definitely creative. Woodpecker is a tough mascot to kind of play around with, just because choosing the correct colors is kind of hard. But you went with a color scheme that's impossible really to mess up which is nothing wrong with doing that. But the good thing about this is the woodpecker, it has red, it has black. You're keeping it also kind of realistic with those colors, and you allow the blue to play around very well within this. So for creativity, I'm going to give you a 0.6. And then for stadium, I can't really see too much of it. It looks like it's Stanford Stadium from behind. I could be wrong. I can't really see it, so I'm just going to go with a 0.2 on the field and stadium because I can't really see the end zones, or I like to see your 25-yard line markers or midfield. So we'll do a 0.2 out of that. Gives us a 2.6 out of 5. Not bad. This is a fun team, though. And like I said, don't take these as like your team sucks. Like, this isn't a bad grade at all. Just don't take these as your team sucks because this is all my personal preference. Don't let me be the complete end-all, be-all of what you think is cool, because what you think is cool is completely up to you with everything you do in this game. Go ahead and move on to the next team. We got the Sierras Plains Cheetahs, also from Merc as well. So let's go ahead. He gave us some assets. This is stuff I like when people do this. They throw these into the Discord. Wow. We got the main logos here. I can't tell what the primary logo is, but we'll probably find out with the uniforms. I like the tiger. This feels like a Clemson, Missouri hybrid we got here. We got the pouncing cheetah right there, which is a sick logo. I love the font here. This is why I like looking at this, because this really helps with the creativity and continuity, because you get to see things come out. Like, this font feels fast, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like it's moving. And if you skewed it a little bit, which kind of just means like if you did that to the font, like, or if like you're doing a lunge, it's kind of like lunging the text, it would look even better, I think, or italicize it with some. This is a sick font, and it feels like a claw too, or a fang. But let's look at the logos. We got the cheetah in the paw print, which is cool, and I like how you did one with the claws. And then we have the Missouri-looking logo right there with the cheetah in the oval, and then the pouncing cheetah, which is sick. And then obviously the transparent whiteout cheetah, which looks awesome. Now, let's go ahead and move on to Sierra Plains uniforms for you guys. Definitely Missouri inspired, very thick stripe, but I think he did that because if you look on the back of the helmet, we can actually see that he did a helmet number on the back of the stripe, which I guess some people do, but not. I haven't really done that yet, but I do like it. It's just a detail I kind of forget about, and he put the okay, all right, this is good. We got the American flag on here, and it looks like he actually put the warning, like the helmet warning sticker on the back. Yeah, okay, buddy. This is amazing so far. Your attention to detail is magnificent. Jerseys are sick. Color scheme is incredible. I like that you chose, because we're all limited for jersey number fonts, obviously. But the Michigan State jersey font essentially matches the font almost that he created for Sierra Plains, or used for Sierra Plains. The helmet is awesome. I love the cheetah inside of the paw print with the yellow face mask. I love yellow face masks. If team have yellow at all, use a yellow face mask. It just looks so clean on metal or chrome or any kind of thing or surface you use. Pants, simple and clean, using that Paul logo, fantastic. So then we move to his aways, which should be these. Yeah, he's titled these for us, so this is nice. I like the stripe here on the jersey. It really lets the shoulder logo stand out because you give that black under it, so it kind of draws the eyes to it. Paw print logo is a little big on the chest. I like the text being there. We're keeping the pants. The continuity is there. Helmet looks cool. And you could definitely mix and match a lot with this team. I'm getting to see that. Oh my God, brother. That helmet is amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful helmet. It's a simple idea, obviously, but this is one of the best I've seen because it's so hard to get that mirrored, if you've done Teambuilder, to get that mirrored like thing to go together. Or I've tried to do a tiger stripe, and I did the best I could. All right, I'm not the best at making Teambuilder teams. I have my own like certain set of retro look that I go with, but some of you guys with y'all's creativity is incredible in being able to go all out like this. This looks sick. I love that helmet so much, man. And then you got the alt right here, the all black. With the logo, obviously, we're limited with how many things we can upload. I feel like the black not matching on the logo with the helmet does kind of suck. Not like the helmet sucks. I mean, just like it would be nice if it did. I could have explained that a lot better. But maybe use an outline, a really slight white stroke, or an outline, interchangeable word kind of if you don't understand, to be able to allow that logo to stick out more. I think would help on the helmet there. Jerseys. The jerseys are clean. I love how simple you kept these. Man, that cheetah helmet. And then we have the all white alt right here. As we can see, the transparent cheetah. I guess it fits. I don't know if you would have ran out of spots, but if we could have had a separate version of the pouncing cheetah logo, I think would have helped if we would have had that for like this iced out look, and get rid of the chest logo on this one. I think just letting the Sierra plane stand out with that black is best, because that yellow is very inviting to the eyes right there. So that's my adjustment on there, but the idea is definitely there. Those are dope. And then we got some combos right here that he gave us, the white with the black, white, and then that yellow lid with the yellow pants is beautiful. Those are sick, and I liked how the matte kind of pops right there on the jerseys. Overall, I'm excited. That cheetah alt helmet is going to carry hard for helmets, because I would say the other helmets are pretty average, but that cheetah helmet is going to carry some heavy weight. You know what? We're just going to do this now. And also, hold on. The attention to detail with the American flag and the warning sticker, that's sick. That's awesome. I didn't think about that. Now, going back to your shoulder thing, you definitely used up spots for that. But I am now establishing right now a helmet Hall of Fame, and this is the first helmet going up into the Helmet Hall of Fame. I'm just going to keep a bunch of screenshots and add these in. Helmet Hall of Fame. That is a near perfect helmet. That's the first helmet ever inducted into the Helmet Hall of Fame here on this channel. So, overall, helmets, that one's going to carry some heavy weight. Helmets, you're going to have a 0.7. For jerseys, we're going to go a 0.4. Or continuity and branding, though, however, we'll pick up big time there. I'm going to give you a 0.7 because I really like how you kept everything pretty much together on here. And it looks very realistic as a team, except obviously we all have this issue. I have this issue with chest text where it feels too big. But continuity and branding, 0.7. I mean, absolutely, you did a great job. I love it. Creativity. First off, I'm giving you a 0.8. 1, the cheetah helmet is awesome. 2, the stickers on the helmet. I'm sure other people have done it, and I'm sure someone's going to say something. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen someone do this yet, just from my personal experience or teams I've looked at. So that carries heavy weight, and I love that idea going forward. Like, that's such a cool idea, and I just wish we had more options to upload images, because if we could do that on all the helmets, that would be so sick. You did a fantastic job. Obviously, we can't see the stadium, so I'm just going to have to default, as well here to a 0.2 for the stadium. The cheetahs officially come in at a 2.8 out of 5. Not bad at all. Next up, we got the Green Mountain Grizzlies, and this team comes from a guy who I just happened to stumble upon, DM'd me one day to check out his team on TikTok. And little did I know, I'd found possibly one of my favorite Teambuilder creators, simply, and he kills it. Like, first off, 786 Will, he's got 2 separate EA accounts now, because he's made so many teams. He has literally made, which I'll get to at another point, an entire college football league with conferences, logos for the conferences, all the subsets. Let's go ahead and get into him. He's kind of also established sending stuff in with this kind of look, this preset look that he gave to us. And a lot of people have started to copy it, which I don't hate at all, and I'm sure he doesn't either, because it makes it very easy for me to be able to see your stuff. And it really helps it stand out. So we got the Green Mountain Grizzlies here. There's all the possible uniforms. And here's his assets. This is what I like that he does. He shows his helmet decals right here. So we got the paw print decals. We got his logos. I love the font of that GM. It reminds me of Kansas's basketball jerseys. And Kansas has my favorite, closet of uniforms in college basketball. I'd say my favorite college basketball jersey is probably Missouri's jerseys this year. I just think they look so sick. Those logos are awesome. The bear logo, the modern, fierce-looking one, is amazing. I love the hair coming up the side that's brown, and obviously the throwback Angry Sailor Grizzly is absolutely sick. So we hit the homes. The green is very dominant on this. This feels like a very retro color. We got that stone gray that almost feels kind of like a bone white here. The helmets are sick. I love the simplicity, a brown face mask, letting that green do the work. A ton of decals. I like that. And the chest text, very good job here on the chest text. Sometimes, and I found myself doing this, I'd put the chest text up too high because on the website it feels like it needs to, be up higher than it should, but it really doesn't. You kind of need to move your numbers down and then move your chest text down because it's kind of not really in the right spot. But you did a great job here with the chest text. I love that. And I don't know if the logos are matte or if that's just the sun perfectly bouncing off of that in these photos. Though we move to the away, I think it's matte because you look at the green at the bottom of the away jerseys. This is beautiful. I love green. I've said that a lot in some of my TikToks. It looks so good in the game. The green looks fantastic with the sun. For some reason, the reflectiveness is perfect off of green in this game. And these away uniforms are absolute beautiful. We move to his alts right here. We got that brown. It's a tough color. I mean, it's an interesting color. This is definitely more of a retro kind of look right here. I think that would completely change the color scheme. Never mind. But I mean, the continuity is there, keeping it the same. However, it's just an interesting color. And then he's got the throwbacks. I love the throwbacks. This is more my territory right here. I'm better at making very simple yet kind of realistic looking old football looking teams. But he absolutely killed the retro look here. And if you look on the jersey plate, nameplate, I liked that he did this. He kept it realistic where the stripes actually shorten and stop before they hit the nameplate, which you'd have to do, and those stripes aren't in the game, so these are assets that he put in with these stripes if you're trying to figure out how to do that. That is an image that was uploaded in, and he either used Photoshop and put two white rectangles together like that and then played around with them on here. But that looks fantastic. Using a gray face mask, always a must in a throwback. Always a must. And I just realized on the back too, he's got on the plate the mountain text back there. These are nice, and I like the stone gray because it plays with the face mask and on the numbers, and I'm pretty sure the stripes might actually be that like gray as well. Oh man, look at the reflection on the helmet right there with the with the field. Absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Here's the combos. Now, I mean, it kind of looks like Marshall, but that white lid, brown jersey, white pants looks great. I love that. I love that look. And then here we go. We got Green Mountain Field. So this is at North Texas, one of the better stadiums to use in the game. And this is a perfect fit for Green Mountain, by the way. Just that, like, the stadium looks like the font of the main logo, if that makes sense, with how North Texas has that, like, wing look and the stairs going up. But this is dope. And obviously the scoreboard has those green wings coming off and green matches. So perfect stadium choice. Field looks awesome. I like that you chose the sideline layout of the green on the 50s because the main logo is green, so it keeps that green all in the center, and then we have brown going out, stretching out, wrapping around the green end zones. You did a really good job there. So let's take a look. When we're looking at helmets here, throwback helmet is an absolute beaut. Helmets, obviously this is a team where you're kind of restricted, but not necessarily. It's the triple stripe look pretty much throughout. The helmets are nothing over the top, but it is a beautiful team. And this isn't even near one of his best teams. This dude's got some freaking insane teams. This just happens to be the one that fell in line in the pecking order. Helmets, I'm going to give you a 0.5. Jerseys, the colorway is it's an interesting colorway, but overall with the jerseys, the home and away uniforms are nice. I love the away uniforms very much in the throwbacks. I'm going to give you a solid 0.6. And then for the continuity and branding, easily throughout, which this is what 786 Will does very well. Easily 0.7. He usually always kills that. Creativity. This one isn't like something that's like super over the top creative. This is one of those. Creativity is one of those where I kind of need to be like blown away or really see that I was like, whoa, this dude took a crazy angle on this. So this one's pretty simple, 0.4. And then obviously stadium stuff, you absolutely killed it. You're going to get a 0.5 there. So for the Grizzlies, we got a 2.7 out of 5 right there before we move on to our next ones, which we have the Dragons. And by the way, this one is absolutely going to be magnificent. This is D. Lazy's. He makes a lot of teams, and he's progressively gotten a lot better as he's made his teams. He's someone who you see just from our Discord that each time he does a team, you see him getting better and better and better. And I think this is Game of Thrones inspired. I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I know. But that logo is sick. I think it's probably from Game of Thrones, but here's his assets. The logo and colorway is absolutely beautiful. We see those dragon scales he has there for us. Oh my, look at these helmets, man. I mean, the scales are so sick. And I do not like chrome. I'm not a chrome guy. But I still recognize when it is used correctly and when it still looks cool. I just don't prefer it. This is perfect usage right here. This helmet is amazing. Matter of fact, I know it's the first video. Bring it back. Helmet Hall of Fame, number 2. Dakota Dragons home helmet Hall of Fame. All right, jerseys. I'm fine with the simplicity on the jerseys here, simply because that helmet is all out there. That's a very loud helmet, so it's nice to let the jersey allow the helmet to do all the talking, if that makes sense. We don't want the jersey and the helmet to be going all crazy together. We want one of them to really stand out, and this helmet's so sick, you don't want to take away from it. I like the triple stripe on the pants, allowing the black in between the white to give some good depth. That's nice. Obviously, font choice for that Michigan State font is a great choice right there. So we move to the away, and boom, oh my God, beautiful. I love gray. It's one of my favorite colors. Yeah, that's pretty lame, but this is awesome. I love how that red on the flame coming out of the dragon's mouth just stands out on that white helmet. I would scratch the helmet numbers on the back of the helmet. The dragons on the back of the plate looks fantastic. This is just clean. That gray looks so good with this white. And I've never used it, but you have that chest like holder right here. I don't necessarily know what we would call that, like that necklace area. Keeping that black with the logo there. Incredible look. The pants look fantastic. I can't fully see it, but I'm going to imagine it's the inverse of the home pants. Actually, I think it's the same. You just put black where the white would have been and white where the black, well, which that is inverse, essentially. You killed it on the away uniforms. Then we hit the alts. Oh my God, we got a red version of that crazy helmet. I like the black one better. We can't be going too crazy with the Hall of Fame. I'm going to have to hold myself back here. So, I'm not a huge fan of these uniforms. Helmet's sick. And I think you could play with that on the white or the black uniforms. But sometimes, some teams don't need full alts, and I've even done it where I have just used the alternate uniform section as just making, I'll just name it like miscellaneous or something, and just have, because I wanted an alt helmet or something, but not a huge fan of the uniforms there. It could be better. Silver Wing, these are sick. Plain and simple. I love gray. These look dope. I love the chrome here on the helmet. Seeing it bounce off the field looks awesome with that gray or the red coming off as well. These are beautiful, man. And here we go. This is a traditional look right here. Balerian. I'm guessing these are from the show. And I've definitely probably said that wrong. Helmets are sick. Jersey's sick. Super simple, but I love it with that Dragons font right there on the chest. Just straight gray pant. I love this team. This team's sick. Okay, so he gave us his end zone shot right there. That's awesome. I love the Dragons with the red in the end zone on the white. Midfield logo looks awesome. We use Cincinnati, one of my favorite stadiums, obviously because of the no branding, essentially. But I love that brick building right there at the end. It really just helps encapsulate that collegiate feel. This team's awesome. Helmets, easily a 0.8. I think that's the highest we've got on helmets so far. Jerseys, 0.7. That may be the highest we've gotten on jerseys so far. It is. It is highest we've gotten on jerseys so far. Continuity and branding. I guess since it's Game of Thrones, the continuity is there, but it's not like we're really making a brand. In terms of when I use continuity and branding, one, continuity of the uniforms together, but two, branding is kind of like, does this look like it would be a college football team? And obviously, I guess that's subjective as well. But it doesn't. This isn't a team you would expect to roll out on a Saturday, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be gracious here, though, and go to 0.5. However, when we go to creativity, we're going back to that. We're hitting a 0.8 because I love the helmets. You went with Game of Thrones, and I know a bunch of people make show uniforms and teams and stuff, but this guy, Lazy, absolutely knocked it out of the park. Field stadium choice, easily a 0.6. This is definitely going to be the highest team we've had so far. Let me do some math real quick because I suck at it, so I have to double check that I get it right, and I still may get it wrong. If I'm correct, that is a 3.4 out of 5. That's the highest team we have had so far. And I don't really know how long this video is right now, and I might limit myself to about 5 teams per video just because obviously I can talk a lot when going into these compared to my TikToks. My TikToks are even long, but I like to break these teams down and really look at y'all's creations, because it's my favorite part about Teambuilder isn't even necessarily always playing with the teams, but just seeing y'all's ideas come to life and getting inspired from other people's creations. We got Bad Dogs Gaming's Tulsa Tech Roughnecks. He didn't give us his creator code, which is unfortunate, and sometimes when you look up teams' names, you may not be able to find them, but he did send these in, so I want to check them out. We got the TTU logo up there, which is Tennessee Tech's logo. We got the Texas Tech logos interchanging up there, and we got the Houston Oilers logo changed. And I don't know if that's another team's logo that he's altered or an AI logo, or if he made it, but the Tulsa Tech Roughnecks, I like the duotone look on the text. That gradient looks awesome. All right, so we hit the home uniforms. We got that logo on the pants right there. I'm starting down low. I love the stripe on the pants. Jersey's clean, keeping that triple stripe look. I love the number usage right there. I really like that font. I've started to use it a little bit on some of my teams. This is a team that's not going to blow you away out of the water, but however, this is a team that's I think is going to get some good points in continuity and branding. So we move to away. We got that Houston Oilers logo right there. Very nice. Looks like a kind of a Houston Oilers inspired uniform right here. We got the Tulsa Tech right there with the logo on the pant. Pretty simple. This team, okay, we got a Notre Dame look right here. Like, this is just Tulsa Tech Notre Dame version. These are sick. I love these. I like the idea of playing it off Notre Dame right there. You even got the shininess of the mat on the shoulders. That's clean. Oil spill. Okay, so here, this is where creativity comes in. I like this idea. Now, if you just didn't see it without the text oil spill, you would look like that's bird shit. But the idea is awesome. Kind of like how Oregon has, I call them the cookies and cream jerseys, but it's like duck egg or something similar to this. This is awesome. I love the idea. It's super fun, wacky, and awesome. Great job right there with the alt of the oil spill. And then we have another alt right here, which we have the blue jersey. Yeah, this is an inverse of the home jersey. The orange helmet is dope. I love that. And then here's some combos he gave us. I love that one on the right, the white helmet with the white pants. That looks really clean. So when we grade this team, first off, we look at helmets. Overall, it's pretty simple. This is just one of those teams that's going to pick up its points in realism and just kind of having fun with it. Helmets, 0.3. Actually, 0.4, because I do like that Notre Dame look you came with. That chrome was kind of dope. And then we move on to uniforms. Uniforms are fun, very simple, but very clean, and I love that the text of the chest pretty much almost matches the uniform text, and that Notre Dame look, like I said, and then the oil spill was super fun. Jerseys, I'm going to give you a 0.4 as well. So continuity and branding, you did a good job right here. I'm going to give you a 0.6. And then we hit creativity. We used a lot of logos are existing logos, which most logos everyone uses are, but I try to stay away sometimes from very prominent logos. So Texas Tech obviously is a very prominent other university that you look at that logo and the first thing you think is Texas Tech. However, I love the idea of using the Notre Dame uniform. I think that's pretty creative, putting your own spin on it. And then, well, not really your own spin. You kind of just change the colors out. But either way, I like the idea. And then the oil spill uniform is super fun. I love that. So overall, I'm going to give you a 0.6 right there as well on the creativity. And then for field, can't really see. I might... Hopefully going forward, I feel bad adding on the field and stadium because they could be really good for some of these, but I see a checkerboard end zone, but I'm going to have to default to a 0.2 as well for the stadium since we just can't see it. So some of these teams could have higher grades that we've seen that we haven't been able to see the stadiums, but it just is what it is. Hopefully going forward, we'll have more assets for the stadium. So Tulsa Tech comes in with a 2.2 out of 5. No hate. That's a fun team. I do like them. So we'll save the rest. I got a ton of other teams lined up, and people are still sending teams in. So I got like 35 other teams I'm sitting on to break down. I want to be able to get into these teams and kind of just see y'all's creative process and look at them and have fun breaking it down more, looking at them rather than being stuck in that TikTok box of, trying to talk as fast as I can to be able to fit these teams within, and that's even 10-minute videos on TikTok, which I know most people just skip to probably the next team if they don't like that team, which is going to be the same for these YouTube videos. However, I like highlighting these teams because y'all are creative and creativity deserves to be promoted. I will list the ranks we have of the teams from this video right here. and I will keep a database of the rankings from all the teams we do. That way we can kind of have a top, once we get to a point, we'll have like a top 10 list of the 10 highest graded teams, and if teams ever break into that list, I just think that's kind of fun. So that'll be all for this first video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You can also check me out on TikTok where I do shorter breakdowns of teams, just kind of, you know, boom, 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 boom kind of version. However, that's all for episode 1 of the Team Builder Breakdowns. Y'all have a great day.